second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Right on target this time.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in three-step. He's reading the coverages, getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long... Oh, he's got some space. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. That's reeled in. It's Virgil. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game. It just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To pass, it's Sayin. Looking to scramble. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Handoff from the gun. defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the move to his left. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for room. It's Peoples. There he goes. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Now the play fake. Now adjusting. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Eakin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Joyner. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Here comes the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Spits it out to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Joyner. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Sayin. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the right. Running free. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Joyner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The play action fake. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And they're not on the same page there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. looking to fire. This time he's got it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Graham. He was looking for more running room, but not. Found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe.
Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Under fire. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. Oh, a lot of space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is